Hello, this video will go over how to load a VCF file into Persephone so it can be seen with other data in the system for SNP variants. So you can see here I have the Persephone software open, and I also have a VCF file stored on some network storage location on my desktop computer. So it's very easy to load a VCF file into Persephone. I take the file and I drag and drop it onto the main page on Persephone. Persephone then understands what file that is, starts loading that file immediately. And as you can see here, VCF files can be quite large in size, and so sometimes this will be a very quick process, and sometimes it'll take some time. And what you can do is actually close down this view and work with the software offline. You can just close, and as you can see here in this bar here that says external files, you can see that that external file is still being loaded by this little green bar. So we'll just wait for a few seconds until that loads, and then I'll show you exactly how you can utilize that data. Now that we can see the data has been loaded, the green bar has disappeared. We can go back in to this location, and it says please assign map set. So this is a corn VCF file, so I will assign that to the corn annotation physical reference genome. I will use that selected map set. And now it says ready. So this VCF file has now been loaded. Almost 1 million SNPs have been loaded, and it's ready. So we can close this. To get to the VCF data, I will now go into the corn annotation, which I mapped it to. And there's a feature called File that you can select. And since we loaded it from the file, we'll want to look at the samples that were loaded from the file. So you can see here, it was only a few samples in that file with 1 million SNPs. So I'll just use those 9 samples. If you would like to load additional samples that are already stored in the database, you can also do that here at this time. We'll find some that have SNPs. So now these are the samples that have been loaded from the file, the VCF file. We loaded only chromosome 9, but now you can actually take that file and move it to the Maps tab and do everything that you would normally do, just as if the data was in the database with everything else. But all of the data is actually come from the file. You can zoom into the data as you would with other data from the database, and you can go all the way to the single nucleotide view using the horizontal. This is all the data that came from the VCF file. In addition, any files that are loaded externally are always captured in this external node, so you can always go back and see where your files are located. For VCF files, all files will always be stored under the SNPs tab in the appropriate organism that you selected to map your files to. So hopefully that's a very easy way to get VCF files into Persephone. Thank you very much.